How many of you know about the Stephen Miller CNN interview? It's absolutely time not to trust legacy media anymore. During a CNN live interview yesterday, Stephen Miller responded to a question by saying the president, under Title 10, said the president has plenary authority. As soon as he said it, he acted like he stopped. The anchor kept asking him, Stephen, are you there? Stephen, are you there? CNN cut to a break, and when they came back, they never mentioned that Stephen Miller had said the president has plenary authority. What they did was allow the interviewer to re-ask the question, and Stephen Miller rephrase it without using the phrase plenary authority. They hid it. CNN hid it and never asked him about the plenary authority. Miller then shifted to a more softer, more conventional legal phrasing, the kind of thing that you see that where they're saying things that's a dog whistle to the radical right, but when you try to call it out, they'll say, oh, you're just overreacting. The kind of thing that they said about Project 2025 for the last 2 years when many of us were warning about it. It's the exact same kind of language that he used. But there was certainly enough undertone in what he said later in the revised statement that lets you know that he's talking about an extreme, broad, executive, authoritarian power that he believes Trump had. Plenary authority means full, absolute power, kind of power that is not constrained by the other branches of government. He flat out said it. He said it. Everything that's buried inside Project 2025, everything that he said at the Charlie Kirk propaganda rally, everything, he said it. And you could tell as the minute the phrase left his mouth, he regretted it. Because again, they don't come right out and say it. They use coded language. And CNN never called him out. Plenary authority, it completely wipes out constitutional checks and balances, which is supposed to be our three branches of government are supposed to do. They check each other. It completely wipes it out. Even hinting that a president can act without legal or constitutional limits, this is dictatorship. This is what being a dictator means. There's no coding this language. There's no softening it. This is why he freaked out and pretended to glitch. And again, CNN did not call him out. They let him start over. Who is representing the people? Who is protecting the people? This sets a dangerous precedent for a number of reasons because Stephen Miller, one of the people, he's not elected. So he's out here doing all these things and the people did not elect him. He was appointed. And he and Russell Vought basically have just carte blanche to do whatever they want with the blessing of Trump. And now you know that Stephen Miller believes that Trump has plenary authority, which means Miller has plenary authority. The dangerous precedent here is obviously because this moves us very plainly into dictatorship, but it also shows us that legacy media cannot be trusted. We, the people, are in a really, really dangerous, precarious place because there is no legacy media right now that's working for the people. One simple road to activism is contacting your state's attorneys general and tell them that you're concerned about what Stephen Miller said. We also can't let this slide about what CNN did. As far as I know, unless they've been under pressure, they have not gone back to hold Miller accountable for using the phrase plenary authority. And they need to be called out because using that kind of language, which is not only suggesting unlimited power, they're saying Trump has it. They have a duty to pass on the warning and the definition. They have a responsibility to their viewers not to bend the knee to fascists. What CNN did, it's protecting this power. They protected it, y'all. This is outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous. Every state's attorneys general should be notified that Stephen Miller said that Donald Trump has plenary authority. That's a dictator. Contact CNN, and I encourage you to contact your state's attorney general. Look at what else is happening as this develops, because I can't imagine that this just doesn't explode all over. And if not, then it's up to us to make sure that this happens. There should be a wave of outrage that this is happening.